It's me, Alan, and this is everything that we ate in Bangkok. It's a mixture of seafood, restaurants, street eats, food courts, all of that. It could be a travel guide of sorts. So I hope this video is useful if you're planning a trip here. We initially stayed at Yaorat Road in Chinatown. That's another video, so check it out. The first place is Iconsiam, which was, we took a ferry from Halak Noi. The ferry was like 5 baht or something like that, pretty cheap. But this is Iconsiam. It was a huge shopping center. Bottom 2 floors were food court, basically. And look at this whole roasted pig. Isn't that ridiculous? I want to try it, but we didn't. There's a whole crocodile, a baby crocodile. So yeah, oyster omelette. Not too bad, crispy. The sauce is kind of sweet. It was very hot because it burned my mouth. But yeah, the fruit. Look, don't get me wrong. This place had more expensive fruit than places you find on the street, but the variety of fruit was really cool, especially for someone that's never seen it in Western Australia or whatever. Another thing we ate, fried crunchy tiny crabs. Some of the crabs were larger, so the claws are really hard and crunchy, so I had to be careful. I reckon they're pretty good because they're kind of like a munchable snack. And that's a papaya salad. Kind of forgot to get the sticky rice with it, but it is what it is. The chili was kind of hot. It's fresh, it's got that like fermented fish saltiness, very savory. But yeah, we went to some of the temples, and in the area was the Wang Market. The Wang Market was a good place to come after the temples for a variety of Thai food. At this market, we got street food such as rice sausage, or I think it was rice noodles in there, bits of other stuff, a Thai pancake. That was really sweet, like intense sugary. At the market, we also went to a noodle shop only locals go to, I think. Okay, that's me using the Translate app on the phone, and I had to take pictures, and I look really awkward doing it. But this was a little noodle shop I think only locals go to because you can tell the prices are like 20 to 40 baht. I believe it's called boat noodles, but yeah, I think the soup is made of blood. That was just why it was nice and dark. My understanding is boat noodles originally come from people selling noodles off the boat, but because boats would rock, the bowls were big and the portion was small, so people ordered like multiple bowls. They had a bunch of other toppings on the side. This was pork crackling, I believe. Kind of break it apart and just put it on top. My girlfriend got the pork and I got the beef, but really recommend. Pretty cheap. Next is, the Phed Mark restaurant. Gotta be honest, I traveled quite far for this. It was really sweaty, really hot, and my girlfriend was struggling with the heat. For those who don't know, Phed Mark would be Mark Weins' restaurant. I think this is the second one. So he has 2 in Bangkok, but I want to see what it's about. But it comes with duck eggs, I think. But it's basically one dish. You just pick the protein and how hot it is and how many eggs you have. I actually decided to get the pork. But yeah, I decided to get the squid. And Phed krapao is basil stir fry. But yeah, it had chilies, basil, or Thai basils to be specific. Thai basil, I think it tastes different. It tastes licoricey, but like if licorice wasn't shit. Would I recommend? I'd say yeah. Just keep in mind that it's slightly hyped. I haven't eaten this many versions of this dish to be able to say what's particularly great. But nonetheless, it might be interesting to go to. Siam Paragon is a shopping centre. They have busy food courts. To be honest, I kind of wish I bought more, but also at the same time, it didn't have that like street vibe. It was a little bit more gentrified than I'd like. Yeah, we got some yellow curry noodles. Really generous with the herbs. Makes dishes really fresh. Oh yeah, the Thai tea you get everywhere. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie. One of the later places that we went to is the One Ratchada Market. We probably bought the best food at this place last, so I saved the best till last. I think we went at a time that it wasn't too busy because it was Sunday, not too many people there. Okay, look, I had to get pad thai at some point, so I did. It wasn't too bad. It was different from outside of Thailand. Now this was interesting. This was like tiny little prawns that were alive. They're tiny little clear prawns, and they jump around. They basically made it into a salad with, I think, lemongrass, onions, lots of chili, crushed rice powder. My girlfriend she actually cried.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I want to eat that. Are they gonna die?
Yeah.
I'll eat it once they're dead.
Oh. I don't know how to eat this shit without them like flying everywhere. Ready?
Just go for it.
It's worth definitely doing. To be honest, it's actually quite tasty. It's just I asked for hot, and maybe I should have gone medium, but yeah, I still quite enjoyed it. Albeit they do fly everywhere, and they're slightly prickly. Just be careful. So if you're very much like a gum and tongue eater, where you like kind of like mush the food around in your mouth like that. Be careful because it's gonna stab you. So try and be a bit more toothy. Don't get me wrong, it was really good, but it was really hot as well. Now next up in this market, we got something that's a little bit potentially sus, which was the blood cockles, and we got the salad. Now it does come raw, and there's actually a small risk of getting hepatitis A purely because blood cockles can be farmed in not so clean waters, and they're called blood cockles because I think they produce heme or hemoglobin, which is why it's red. You know, like the one in your blood. I didn't exactly have the guts to, how to put it, do it raw, so we kind of asked them to see if they can cook it up. But having said that, we're not sure what they did, how they cooked it, whether they just took out the clams and cooked them and then put them back in the same juice. Otherwise, that would have defeated the purpose. If that was the case, to be honest, I probably would have had it raw. But look, we didn't get sick from hepatitis A. Apparently, hepatitis A can make you sick for about 2 weeks, and we were fine. So this was a little bit expensive. It was about 50 Australian dollars. It was the big ass river prawn. It's about like maybe a foot long. I kind of wish they kept the claws on, but they grew it up for us. They gave us some dipping sauce. Man, the prawn was actually really meaty, and like the head, the butter inside was actually quite nice. It's really rare for prawns and crustaceans to have this level of creamy butteriness. I'd say I quite like it. I'd probably buy more of them if it wasn't, if I had a bit more cash on my hand. And of course we had durian. And to be honest, durian is fucking good, but there's sort of like a garlicky feel to it. And Nutella roti with banana in it.
Oh.
Careful.
Also, the butter was fucked up. Yeah, 2 golf balls worth of butter. It's pretty bad. Was there anything notable that you liked? If you're planning to go to Bangkok, maybe you'd like to check these places out. But thank you very much. Like and subscribe.